And welcome back to Television. We are recording the third video in Beyond a Steel Sky. As you remember from the last video, we left off just getting ready to go into Graham's apartment. So I look forward to continuing this story. Please hang back, relax, and remember, don't change that channel.
The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What? Do you know where I can find Joey?
I dunno, weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah, and what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Blue?
Lame.
But you're wearing... Never mind.
Later, man purse.
Later, backpack?
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy. The seal depicted my friend Joey as he looked when I left him in charge of the city. Clearly he'd made his mark. Calling the already present elevator did nothing. No surprise there.
Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Water refill complete.
I like how it doesn't tell you where to
Commencing
go.
spray. Please stand back.
Wait, I know that U-chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
This isn't gonna be good.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, madam.
He has, but that's wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around. Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madam Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-being is always concerned, sir, with a citizen's well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy.
I hope I don't have to remember all of this stuff like I had to with the truck. That's gonna be hard.
Tell me about that woman.
Woman? Can sir possibly be referring to his good lady wife?
Humor me. For instance, her name would be...
Madam Songbird. Clearly, sir is not feeling quite himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
So, what do you do, Chipworth?
Whatever sir desires.
Can you move things with your mind?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are restricted to the minutiae of domestic service.
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom?
I guess I am.
That would be the Honorable Mentor Alonso, Senior Officer at the Ministry of Well-Being. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were 1 or 2 anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts within the city.
Just some minor things, then.
Consumption patterns, biosigns, indication of physical existence.
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir. Every day is super.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee, although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations! It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. There was a boot print. Curious. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box. Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
The keep a smile on your face is really funny at the end of everything.
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. Developing fluid in trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model. An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time. A sword? The blade was cracked. The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. The droids who stare at goats. A classic. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. This was my only chance to find out about Graham. Leaving now wasn't an option. Hello, Chipworth.
Hello, Master Graham.
Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir. Every day is
I was
super.
hoping talking to him would give me that uniform.
Excuse me, please?
Something told me the fire was not authentic. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
I'm wondering how you open the damn window.
There was a boot print. Curious. Someone had stepped up onto the toilet seat. Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
I guess we'll just go into that room.
Keep a smile on your face.
Excuse me, please?
It seemed everybody in Union City had a kudos level. I still didn't have a clue about Graham's. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out.
I forgot I had to figure out that crap.
A printer? It was rare to see one of those. chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough. If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here
Alonso?
monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
It isn't easy to keep up an A rating.
A? I had you as B.
Indeed, but it is Aspiration Day.
Yes, of course. Clever. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
God, I don't know what she's saying.
Please, Mr. Grundy.
I find the dance hall an interesting workplace.
Dance hall?
Oh, silly me. That's our pet name for the land train division. It's such a physical place to work, you see. Private joke.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film
Lucky with
camera.
that one.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Possibly. It's as plausible as everything else you've told me today. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. Now, it's clear to me that your recent concussion has had some deleterious effects on your memory. You need some time to recuperate.
Of course, mentor. I shall see to it that he gets the care he needs.
Oh, I have no doubt that you will. And to support you in this, I've converted some of your kudos to grant you both some time off work.
Our kudos? Wait, how much?
Oh, nothing too severe. Just enough to give you some time to reflect. You may notice a slight dip in your social tier, however.
But the Aspiration Day Gala... tonight...
Yes, won't it be something? I am so looking forward to it. Anyway, keep a smile on your face.
You too?
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
What in the name of Joey do you call that sorry performance?
Maybe I could have tried harder.
Look, Buster. Everything was fine until you turned up. I'd dragged my kudos all the way up to Class B for that gala. I don't want time off. I want my gala tickets.
If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back.
Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
At girl! Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss! Pardon me, miss!
Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be.
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel!
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
You need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell. The girl looked almost frozen with fear. Hell of a place to get stuck.
Spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. I guess talk to her?
Water refill complete.
I was hoping I could hack the elevator and go up.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here!
Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Wellbeing.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me? I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you, I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
Can you see any way down from there?
No!
Okay, we'll see what we can do from here. How did you get up there?
I don't know! Please! I'm frightened!
She climbed the outside of the building. Astounding agility, by the way. Most impressive.
I don't remember!
Bravo, miss!
Sit tight. We'll soon have you down.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yes, I do. I have an idea.
Go on.
Never use a simile when a metaphor suggests itself.
What?
I'm in the middle of composing an Aspiration Day poem, but my lexiconic cupboard is bare, so to speak. Hence the requirement for...
Wait, is this idea about your poem?
Well, yes. You asked if anyone had an idea. You were not specific to the context.
Don't worry, we'll get you down safely.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
I knew I shouldn't get distracted, but I couldn't help it. It was a hand scanner.
Water refill complete.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
So we go this way. Nope.
Commencing spray.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can.
Water tank depleted.
Help me!
I'm pretty sure I need to
Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
I doubted I'd be able to get it to sit still long enough.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
I doubted I'd be able to get it to sit still long enough. I doubted I'd be able to get it to sit still long enough.
Right, so that's not...
Stand back. Water tank depleted.
Water is on.
Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
It's gotta be something. Gotta do this. Set flow rate to 0.
Excuse me,
Sir?
what's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Anything I can do to help?
No need, sir. All under control.
Really? Why is the monopod locked down?
To keep people happy, sir.
How?
Well, this situation has the potential to be unpleasant. So we keep the situation contained until it can be resolved.
But I'd really like to go somewhere.
A little patience, sir, would be appreciated.
Why is she up there?
I don't know. I'm not sure she does either.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
I think I've got to get the robot back out. And then I'm assuming I can't fill up the water anymore. Maybe I can convince her to use the robot.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Turn off the water. So it should be able to fill back up.
Commencing refill.
Excuse me?
Sir?
What's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Is there nothing I can do to help?
Just carry on enjoying Aspiration Day, sir.
But
Best leave this to the professionals, sir.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Raquel!
Help! Please!
Can you see any way down from there?
No! And everything's wet now thanks to that robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I could try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather doubt she can.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you?
Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is famously reliable. Only in short bursts.
Okay, here goes.
Commencing refill.
I don't know why it's still filling up with water.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
I wonder if I have to turn off the water again. Set flow rate to 0.
Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
Why is it still on? So we need it to clean exterior. We need to change the flow rate like that, I guess. Apply. Damn robot will stop filling up with water.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
This is a
Commencing
long
refill. Water refill complete.
Still filling up with water. Set flow rate to 0. Apply.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Let's see if it fills up with water this time.
Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
There's gotta be something I'm missing. Alright, there was another hackable spot, so let's see. So the robots to fill with water.
Water refill complete.
Like this again. Set flow rate to 0.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
I don't understand why it's still filling with water. It doesn't make any sense.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I'll try. Okay, here goes.
Commencing refill.
Filled with water again. I don't know.
Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
I have an idea that when that thing opens, maybe we'll swap the sprinkler controller back.
Commencing refill.
There we go.
Water refill complete.
It doesn't have any water. Finally.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there?
I don't know. I don't really remember anything.
Water refill complete.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground. Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh,
Mr. Grundy?
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy! Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle again.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah blah blah, and all that. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost,
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Tarquin, miss.
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up, eventually. That said, her kudos rating will take a hit.
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
What is the Reflection Spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of Reflections.
Oh, you mean that Reflection Spa. It's been a long day.
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar. I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo. I think he's somewhere in Union City.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via U-chip.
No, that won't help. He was brought here from the Gap.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grundy?
That'd be the Ministry of Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-being.
You often have to talk girls off high ledges?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
Raquel. Is she always like that?
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier and she seemed like a totally different person.
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the Reflection Spa won't sort out.
You mentioned I could find out about Joey in a museum?
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey? He'd be proud of that for sure.
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the Piazza, if you get the chance.
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the Reflection Spa.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal. Orana Newblood. Come on, Raquel. Let's get you to the spa. You'll be feeling better in no time. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the Reflection Spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Well, that sounds ominous. We'll pick it up in the next video. Thank you guys so much for chilling with me on this third installment of Beyond the Still Sky, and we will pick it up with episode 4 right from this spot when we come back. Thank you for hanging out on television. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get notifications for all of the videos, and have a great day.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.